Peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of Allah. The causes of happiness. The seventh cause. Kindness to others brings light to the heart. Goodness is beautiful by its very nature. Kindness reflects beauty, and every good deed carries sweetness within it. Do you know who benefits first from helping others, giving charity, and spreading happiness? The first person to benefit is the one who performs the good deed. A person who shares kindness and happiness with others is the first to enjoy the reward of that kindness. Before anyone else, they experience its blessings within themselves. People who help others and bring joy into their lives feel the fruits of their good deeds in their own hearts. Their character improves, their inner self becomes more peaceful, and they witness this transformation within themselves. My dear brother, whenever you help someone, you will notice that your heart becomes lighter, brighter, calmer, and more peaceful. Think about it. Have you ever helped someone who was struggling? They left with your money, yet somehow you felt as if you were the one who had gained something valuable. Imagine you are driving on a busy road. A small car is waiting to merge into traffic, but nobody lets it in. You slow down and give that driver a chance to enter the road. As they pass, they flash their hazard lights to thank you. At that very moment, you begin to feel happy. That simple act of kindness fills your heart with joy. That feeling of joy is one of the signs that Allah is pleased with your action. Whenever we do something that pleases Allah, our hearts are filled with peace and happiness. So, my brother, whenever grief or hardship comes into your life, look for someone to help. Give charity. Perform a good deed. You will discover peace and comfort in your own heart. Give something to a person in need. Support someone who has been wronged. Feed a hungry person. Visit someone who is sick. Help a person who is going through hardship. When you do these things, you will feel happiness surrounding your heart. Today's lesson is simple. The person who benefits first from doing good to others is the one who performs the good deed. Helping people is like carrying a bottle of fine perfume. The person carrying it enjoys its fragrance. The person buying it enjoys it. The person selling it enjoys it. Even those who simply walk past can smell its beautiful scent. Kindness is exactly the same. The one who gives it benefits. The one who receives it benefits. Even those who witness it feel happiness because of it. Throughout history, people from different nations, cultures, places, and times have all agreed on one truth. Human reason, natural human nature, and experience all point to the same reality. Faith in Allah and kindness toward people are among the greatest causes of goodness entering a person's life. The opposite, disbelief and injustice, only attracts hardship and evil. No matter where people lived, what language they spoke, or what customs they followed, they reached the same conclusion. A person who believes in Allah and treats others with kindness will receive goodness in return. But a person who oppresses others and spreads injustice will only attract evil into his own life. Generosity brings peace to the heart. Today's lesson can also be called the lesson of generosity. A generous person and a miser are like two people wearing armor. The more a generous person gives from his wealth, the wider and more comfortable his armor becomes. It expands until he feels completely free inside it. But the more a miser holds back and refuses to give, the tighter his armor becomes until it feels as though it is suffocating him. This is the difference between generosity and stinginess. Think of that armor as your life in this world. Every act of kindness makes life feel wider, brighter, and more peaceful. A generous person enjoys inner comfort and tranquility. But a stingy person gradually makes his own life narrow and heavy through his unwillingness to give. There is a well-known saying. A miser can never become a saint, and a true saint can never be a miser. Most people never think of themselves as being stingy. Ask yourself honestly. A week has passed. What have you given? What charity have you offered? Whom have you helped? Whose heart have you made happy? Do not count something you sold as an act of kindness. The other person paid for it. If you truly want to know whether you are generous or stingy, ask yourself one simple question. Do you enjoy giving as much as you enjoy receiving? If receiving brings you happiness, does giving bring you the same happiness? If your answer is yes, then generosity lives in your heart. But if receiving feels easy while giving feels painful, then it is time to reflect on yourself. Those whom Allah has blessed with wealth should also bless others. Whatever Allah has given you, use part of it to help His servants. If Allah has increased your income, let your generosity increase as well. Try to feel the same joy when giving that you feel when receiving. When you do this, you will witness its beautiful results in your own life. Another wise saying teaches us, do not be stingy. Be generous, for generosity is the path to growth. A generous person continues to grow. A person who helps others will always find Allah's help close to him. Whenever you stand beside someone in difficulty and try to lighten their burden, Allah supports you as well. There is an unchanging principle in life. You harvest what you plant. If you bring happiness to someone in need, expect happiness from your Lord. If you make another person's hardship easier, Allah will make your own hardships easier. Sometimes even a small amount of money can completely change a poor person's day. What seems insignificant to you may be a great blessing to someone else. And Allah is able to return your kindness with rewards far greater than what you gave. Kindness always comes back to you. My brothers and sisters, we live in a time when many people say, that's your problem, not mine. But when someone comes to you asking for help, it is often because they believe you are able to make a difference. Sometimes, even a small effort from you can solve a great problem for someone else. Yet many people simply walk away and say, that's your problem. If you have the ability to help someone and choose to do so, Allah can open doors for you and make your own difficulties easier. There is a clear principle in life. You reap what you sow. If you bring joy to someone who is struggling, expect joy from your Lord. If you ease the burden of someone who is in hardship, Allah will ease your own burdens. One well-known story teaches this lesson beautifully. A sinful woman once saw a thirsty dog suffering from thirst. She felt mercy for the animal, gave it water, and saved its life. Because of that single act of sincere kindness, Allah forgave her sins. If such a reward was given for showing mercy to an animal, then imagine the reward awaiting a believer who sincerely helps another believer. A generous hand reflects a generous heart. It is one thing when a person has nothing to give. It is very different when a person has plenty but refuses to share. Welcoming a traveler, feeding a guest, helping the poor, and bringing happiness to those in need all fill the heart with peace and satisfaction. If stingy people truly understood the happiness that comes from giving, they would compete with one another in doing good deeds. Helping others, making people smile, and bringing comfort to broken hearts are among the greatest blessings a person can experience. No act of kindness done for someone in need is ever wasted. History gives us many examples. When Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, arrived in Madian, he saw two young women struggling to water their flock. Without expecting anything in return, he helped them. It seemed like a small act of kindness. But Allah rewarded him with a home, a family, security, and a blessed future. This teaches us that one sincere act of kindness can become the reason for blessings far greater than we ever imagine. So remember this principle: helping others removes sorrow, brings peace to the heart, and becomes a cause of true happiness. Try to perform at least one good deed every single day. It may be as simple as letting another driver merge into traffic, helping someone carry a heavy load, speaking kind words, or offering support to a person who is struggling. Whenever fear, anxiety, or hardship enters your life, rush toward kindness. Let your good deeds be done sincerely for the sake of Allah alone. When you do this, you will be the first person to benefit. Your own heart will become peaceful. And then, by Allah's permission, you will begin to see your own difficulties becoming easier, one after another. The reward of generosity. There is a beautiful lesson from the life of Ali ibn Abi Talib. One day, he was taking home a single pomegranate. On his way, a poor man asked him for help. Although it was the only pomegranate he had, Ali gave it away without hesitation. When he arrived home, his wife asked, "Where is the pomegranate?" He replied, "A needy person asked for it, so I gave it to him." A short time later, someone knocked on the door. The visitor handed Ali a bag and said, "This has been sent to you." Ali opened the bag and found pomegranates inside. He counted them and found 9. He smiled and said, "There should be one more." The man replied, "I wanted to test you." Then he took out the 10th pomegranate and gave it to him. Ali knew that no sincere act of kindness is ever lost with Allah. My brothers and sisters, if Allah has blessed you, then bless others. When you fulfill the rights of those in need, Allah places blessings in what you already have. Those who possess wealth should remember that the poor and the needy also have a right over it. Those who regularly give charity and help others find that Allah places lasting blessings in their wealth. This is why some families remain blessed for generations. They never neglected charity, generosity, or helping those in need. Others become wealthy for only a short time because they fail to share what Allah has given them. Those who give sincerely are promised a great reward. But every act of kindness must be done only to seek the pleasure of Allah. The people who overcome greed are the ones who truly succeed. Those who spend from what Allah has provided for them are guided, and they are the successful ones. Allah promises that whoever gives for His sake will never lose. Whatever you give sincerely, Allah is able to replace it with something even better. The conclusion of today's lesson is simple. Helping other people removes sadness, brings peace to the heart, and becomes one of the greatest causes of true happiness. And remember this: the first person to benefit from every act of kindness is the one who performs it. The seventh cause of happiness: showing kindness and generosity to others brings light to the heart. Peace be upon you, and the mercy and blessings of Allah.